What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Weekly Scraps. We got the boys in the house. We got the weekly nonsense about to go on right now. UFC 320 is among us. I'm super excited for my boy, Dvalishvili.
It was like a year ago he won the title.
Yo, and he's already got 2 title defenses.
Crazy.
And he's about to go for his third.
He's been champ for like so long. Am I wrong?
I mean,
to
he's
me,
technically...
To me, like, I don't remember a world before he was champ.
He's been champ this whole time. It's just people didn't know it yet.
Yeah.
Word.
Bars.
That's probably why. You know?
And he's a champ in our hearts.
And in real life.
Yeah.
And in real life.
Yeah.
And actually.
Nah, he's a G. Well, he's really a G.
That guy. Merab is that guy. The machine.
Him Anderson.
The pride of Georgia.
Him Anderson. What
Should
we got?
start
We got
with the main event.
Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna get into the main card right away. Give y'all guys these picks.
All
We're
right.
gonna give you the scrap picks real quick. Might talk a little shit, so stay tuned.
I mean,
If you got something to say, drop a comment or two.
Oh, 3, 4.
And we got some blue diamond in the cup. Well, Jake's is finished.
Mine's
Oh, you're just
I
straight
already
up,
drank all that delicious shit, and I'm just having
straight up Funk Harbor.
straight Funk Harbor.
Damn, on the rocks. You guys are done too? Damn, it's just
yeah,
me.
drink
Oh,
mine,
brother,
boy.
we
Yeah.
finished already.
We're too busy setting up.
But that wasn't enough for me, so I needed.
A little extra.
Yeah.
I understand.
Can't
Oh, that's Funk Harbor. I thought that was water.
No,
in
I
there.
told you, bro.
Ah,
Hydrate yourself.
This,
nice.
bro. I wake up the morning after I drink this. I feel like cured of all diseases. Like I feel better.
Nah, yo, there was that one time I came here, I got sick, and I was just like, yo, have
Jamaicans.
Some, yeah, he
We
said,
drank
have
some rum.
Yeah. I woke up the next day. I didn't realize. I'm just going on with my day. He's like, yo, how's your throat and your sinuses feel and
Pause.
your headache?
Pause.
Yeah, mate.
How's
No,
your-
But how's your
diddy.
throat? How's your throat? But
Yo.
pause.
Yeah.
Jamaican
Bro,
funk,
after
bro.
you poured it down your throat, hey, yo.
Open up, bro.
Yeah, nah.
This is the advertising clip right here.
Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out.
The advertising
Cut,
clip
edit
right
that
here,
out,
baby.
Jake, edit that out.
But you felt better.
But I felt better.
Dennis was like, ah.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, yo, I'm out of here. SpongeBob meme.
All right, I'm out.
That was crazy. Yo, is Pereira gonna beat Ankalaev?
Who you got, Funk? Anchor.
Yo, listen,
Big
man.
arm.
Ankalaev fought well in the last fight. But here's my thing. I feel like Pereira fought so much that he almost burnt himself out and he just didn't look like the same Pereira. Now, that also could be the presence of Ankalaev, right? So I'm not trying to discredit that, but I also know there is something that leaves you when you fight too often. 5-round fights. Obviously, Ankalaev doesn't drink. He's Dagestani, Muslim, so I'm assuming he's one of the good ones that follows super religiously by the book. Like, does nothing, right? Then you got Pereira. Maybe he drinks a little bit. Maybe he probably, chama, Maybe he's enjoying his in-between downtime that's really short, and he turns back around and fights really quick again. So I do think there's something to be said about that in that turnaround time. And I believe that he's made the adjustments. Because the first fight was so close. There was nothing super dominant that Ankalaev did that another rerun can't change. Like, there's nothing that you could be like, okay, there's nothing that he could do to address this problem. And that, for me, makes me feel if he did have an off night, I think it's I'm leaning towards him to get the job done in a close fight.
Okay. I guess
So you see the distance? It goes the distance?
I think if this fight goes to a finish, I'm leaning on Pereira. If it goes the distance, I lean more on Ankalaev.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm picking Pereira to win, and it could go the distance like it did the last time, but I'm picking Pereira to win.
But does Big Ank get the takedown this time?
Big Ank get the takedown this time. Big
Wait, did you see what Kamaru said about
Big
that?
Ack. Big Ack.
Big Ack.
Did you see what Kamaru said about that? He's like, he was basically saying Ankalaev's really not a wrestler like that.
He's not.
Like he's
He's
not
not,
like the
cuz.
normal Dagestani guy. He's like his own style where he's mostly just a kickboxer.
And people be trying to act like, oh, his wrestling's so dominant. I'm like, what fight did you guys?
they
What
don't.
fight
He
are you
got
watching?
submitted off his back by Paul Craig.
With 1 second left.
1 second left.
Ankalaev?
Yeah. Crazy.
That was his debut, right?
That's crazy.
I don't know if it was a debut or not, but either way, it happened.
Yeah,
either way,
nah,
yeah.
For
And it's
sure.
still crazy in the third round, last second of the fight.
After he was
Yeah.
getting killed.
Mauling him.
Yeah.
He gets subbed.
That's the most Paul Craig thing.
Yeah, but Pereira is not gonna do that. Like that's not even like.
Not at all.
But it just goes to show, I just don't think his skill set from the grappling standpoint, in terms of a Islam, in terms of a Khabib, in terms of a Movsar, in regards to a Tagir, I don't think he's as dominant of a grappler as those guys. But I think at that heavyweight division, he's one of the better guys.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't think it's anything crazy that Ankalaev, that Pereira can't be prepared for
I
it.
think there's like a presence about him too, man. Like it's
He's a big dude, man.
Big dude, man, and at the same time, I think it's kind of like fighting you, right? Like if you look on TV, there's so many people who are like, man, I can stand with Aljo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But then once you feel that, like,
Hey,
what you know what I'm?
come on, bro.
Alright, bro.
Come
Alright.
on.
Yo, this guy.
Bro, the
God,
way you
bro.
said it,
Don't look at me.
Once you feel, that's what you did.
Trying to be animated, brother. But like, yeah, I feel like he's got that presence, man. Like once you feel you got the guy like right in front of you throwing punches, kicks, takedowns, it's a problem to deal with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You gotta hit him with the check hooks real quick. They're like,
Yeah.
which one of y'all just hit
Yo,
me?
this one Carver's hitting. I'm sorry. I'm a lock in.
Wait, so who y'all got picked for this one? And again, this is not me being anti-Dagestan. Ankalaev is a very nice guy. I see him all the time.
He said
I said I lean towards Pereira.
Oh, shit.
So I think if there's a finish, I go towards Pereira. I think if there's a decision, I'm more leaning towards Ankalaev
But
to
what's
get it
more
done.
likely
You
to
think the
happen?
finish is
But
happening?
I think just because he has that X factor, you're going in there for another 25 minutes against a guy who puts people away.
Yeah.
Ankalaev ain't really. I don't think he's putting anybody away. So then, if you have to roll the dice on that, and if I'm a betting man, I'm looking at it like, okay, if I'm betting money, the guy who puts people
He
away,
has 6 first round finishes.
who
Ankalaev.
out of how many fights, and which fights were those? Because it's not in the UFC,
As a pro.
but it's not in the UFC.
Or I think it is.
No way.
I just know he knocked out Kudalaba, right? That's
Yeah,
one.
that was.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Kudalaba twice.
And one of them, he was faking that he was hurt, and then they
It was
stopped
like
the
a
fight.
weird stoppage. Yeah.
So that don't
And
even
then
count.
Perchino.
It doesn't count as a real first round finish, but it counts as a finish.
All right, whatever. So there's 3 right there.
What was the other one?
Perchino.
Coutinho.
So I'm just.
I don't know what that is.
He's just not Pereira
he's
in terms of
definitely not
finishing
Pereira.
ability.
Yeah.
In my
Wait,
personal, in
But
my
he
opinion,
had Pereira. The whole thing with.
he did hurt Pereira though. He did hurt Pereira with that one punch, and I thought he was maybe gonna get him out of there, but then somehow it still went 25 minutes.
But the whole thing wasn't. He was like the first guy to put Pereira like on his back foot. It was kind of like he was like useless.
Nah, there was other guys who did that to Pereira, but he just comes back and knocks you out.
But that was the whole thing. He just kept going back the whole fight.
Yeah,
You never really. I feel like you never saw it like that.
I think he might have been respecting the takedown a little too much. Because my thing is like, if he takes you down, then what? Is he
Yeah.
gonna hit an armbar? Is he gonna hit a triangle? Is he gonna jump for a ghillie? I don't know.
Maybe
Like,
on Pereira.
you think so?
I don't know. He's not that
I
good
just
of a
haven't.
grappler.
So when I bet on fights and when I analyze fights, I look at the probability. What's more likely to happen? And when a guy gets to a position like that, who's supposed to be or well renowned for being a grappler, even though he's not, like the other guys who are predominantly heavy grapple style fighters, what does he actually do when he takes guys down? And I think the last time we got to see that was really with the Paul Craig fight, that I can remember off the top of my head, and that's the only time. And even that was not a very eventful top control.
Yeah.
I mean, am I wrong? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't remember at all any of Ankalaev's.
Like crazy
Top
ground and
control,
pound
nothing.
or looking for submissions.
Yeah.
But isn't that funny how the sport works though, man? Is like somehow that became like the narrative.
The narrative
people
going into
just
the
build
fight.
the narrative.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
People
yeah.
just like say whatever.
Well,
sometimes.
because he's from that region, people automatically just assume.
Yeah, he just looks like that. He just looks like.
He just looks like that.
It's like, brother,
So
nah.
like, yeah.
What are you
What
trying
you
to
say?
say?
He got no mustache?
They all look the same.
Yo, Jake's trying to say he got no mustache. That's crazy.
Is that coming from somewhere deep inside, Jake? You got something to tell
We'll
us?
get to that on the weekly nonsense.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Pereira. I just think he with that X factor of having the knockout power, I think it just makes him more dangerous. Can Ankalaev win? Of fucking course.
Yeah.
He did already. He's a champ right now.
Of course.
But I think he's had a lot more closer fights than Pereira has had. And even when Pereira has been on, I don't say the losing end where it's 50-50, that ultimate equalizer where he hits you with that chuck hook, or he starts going to the body and those calf kicks.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great fight.
Yeah.
May the best man win, but I'm leaning towards Pereira Chama.
What do you guys got?
And I don't hate Dagestan guys
No.
because they always say that.
I
I
don't.
don't.
Wait, what? Say it again.
What? Okay.
Nah, I do think Pereira is gonna come out more aggressive and start and let his offense off more and be first more. I can see Pereira getting his rhythm and his distance and putting his hands on Big Unk and putting him out.
Wait, but I saw
Big
on
act.
Twitter you said that you thought Ankalaev was gonna win.
Yeah,
maybe by finish.
At
First
first,
one, that's
yeah.
crazy you just called
At
him out
first.
like that.
But wait, because I did
No,
see
no,
that.
no. Because I was thinking.
Yeah.
Nah, because
I
I was
did
thinking
see that
while
and I was
Aljo
like,
was
really?
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier, but then watching Pereira's interviews more and like seeing him training at the PI, I think he is coming with a more aggressive mindset
Bro, I
and more
think
focused.
just you can't fight that often. I don't
Yeah.
care what none of these fanboys want to say. Until you actually do the sport and you understand what it takes out of you each and every single training camp, and we're not talking 3-round fights, we're talking 5-round fights.
5-round training camp.
It's like training for 2 fights at a time.
I had people slandering me for saying Volkanovski won't be in shape for the second fight with Islam on 10 days' notice. And I was the asshole because they're
That's
like,
crazy.
don't compare yourself to the likes of Volk because you can't hold a candle to his light. And I'm reading these comments like, I'm like, bro, look at his physique.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. When you have a full time to train and prepare, it's just not the same. Can something happen like a lucky shot? This is the only sport where a lucky shot could win you a fight.
Yeah.
There's no other sports like this.
Yeah,
You can say boxing, but there's
imagine
nothing.
in basketball, right? You down like 100 to something.
And one
Yeah.
basket wins you the. It don't work like
It
that.
doesn't
Yeah.
happen.
This is the only sport that's that crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking from experience. I am not the same guy if I'm taking a fight on short notice who's been on the beach partying and having mad funk harbor and chilling, and then you tell me on 10 days notice I gotta cut weight real quick, and then you tell me that's the same guy. You punch me
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
body,
yeah.
I'm gonna be like, ow.
Yeah.
I'm
for
Pillsbury
sure.
Doughboy at the moment.
Nah, 100%.
You know, so I think the same thing. It's just
Yeah.
it's just different when you have a full camp, and I think him fighting too often, I really do think it takes a lot out of you because everyone's gunning for you, and then you have a short turnaround time to prepare for somebody versus these guys who get to sit and wait and not fight as often while you're the king and the top of the crown, and you're waiting for these guys who are preparing to potentially fight you at some point. That's just the game. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
And what they say too at the time is he was at like every appearance. He was like at this movie.
Yeah,
Man
he was in
all
South
over the
Korea.
world.
Yeah.
Like,
He was a goat shed,
It's impossible, bro. This sport, look, you can lie all you want in this sport, man.
Bro.
The truth comes out in that
Bro.
octagon, bro.
You tell me that's
always
locked
comes
in? Traveling that much is locked
out.
in?
There's no way.
I just can't. I can't
Yeah.
believe it.
Yeah.
Man.
I gotta be honest, man. I think I'm torn because like at the same time I think Pereira, if he does engage first and he starts first, like you were saying, I feel like he can get that win. Obviously in that first fight, Ankh, not taking anything away from Ankh, but I feel like it was more of Ankh's presence that kind of stifled Pereira's offense and his aggressiveness.
Yeah.
We didn't see the same Pereira that fought like Yuri, you know what I'm saying, and even that fought Khalil, you know what I'm saying, because it's different, man, when you got somebody in that threat of the takedown. You have all
Yeah.
these people saying, what if he takes you down? It's your 5th fight of the year or something. You've been traveling. So, I don't know, man. I'm torn, but I think I'm going to have to go Pereira on this if he starts first. If he waits like last time, I got Big Ankh.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Slide this over and make sure your chain's not hitting. Yeah, it's not
Put
good.
it over like.
Yeah, over the mic.
Over the mic like this.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, lift it.
Wait, it's like caught on your mic.
Yeah,
Uncatch it. There you go.
yeah, there it is. Here's your money.
There you go.
So, Ankh early. No, Pereira early.
Yeah.
Ankh the distance.
I think, bro, Pereira could even finish him in the 5th. He's got that kind of power, like Adesanya, man. Like, think fight's over, Chama left hook, hold that down. You know what I mean? But I'm picking Pereira, brother. If he trains first, he's aggressive. I'm picking Pereira.
Then
You know, honestly, bro, I don't know if Pereira will finish Ankh. I could see Ankh finishing. This might sound crazy, but I see Ankh finishing Pereira or Pereira using his kickboxing experience to kind of fight him, hurt him, but like fight his fight, but win the distance. But I could see Ankh putting him out.
okay.
Because he did hurt him in the first fight.
He did. And that's the interesting part. I do wonder if Ankalaev is going to open up more with the striking and feel more confident like he has nothing for me. But I just know the guy has the touch of death when he lands that check hook. We were actually watching when he throws that left hook over the punch and it comes around. But he's not just throwing a left hook like he's hitting pads and just swinging. He's aiming, coming around, and making sure he plants that thing on that chin.
Yeah.
Jake?
Pereira. I don't know why.
I will disclose that I am more partial to Pereira. So take my bet with a grain of salt. I do like Ankalaev, of course, but I think I relate more to Pereira because we're more of the same versus, dude, I fucking drink. Ankalaev don't drink, bro. What the fuck? Yo, come on, chama.
Yeah, like heart says Pereira, but brain says
Yes.
I don't know.
That's
You know,
exactly where I'm at.
I feel like
we all love Pereira.
I don't know. I feel like he could get it done.
Pereira?
Yeah.
Tell you
Of
what,
course.
Nah,
though,
for sure, yeah.
It's just-
We all think so.
Ankh loses. Probably getting traded to PFL. Nah,
Yo, when
stop.
Dean said
Thomas,
that,
bro.
I was like, bro, that's
Dean
savage.
Thomas
You're on
had
the
me
desk.
cracking up
It's like,
with
Dean,
that.
you're on the desk.
That is
said-
kinda crazy.
I don't
Yo.
think you can say that.
Nah, but he's a G. He said, I'm not doubling down. He's like, I'm tripling down.
Down, bro.
I'm
Yo,
like, yo, all right.
jokes.
If you said a white girl who knocks people out, you think she's not selling?
All right, we got Merab
Comedy.
versus Corey.
Come on,
come
man.
on.
We
Who wants
all
to
know
start?
what's
Who wants to
happening
start?
with that.
Jake, let's start. Here, let's hear your breakdown. Break it down for us, Jake.
I think this is gonna be easier than O'Malley,
Oh,
to
damn.
be honest. I just feel like when I look at Corey, he's less threatening than O'Malley to me, as a complete casual who doesn't know what he's talking about, with like fight breakdowns. But like, and then Corey's whole team is saying they're gonna try to wrestle Merab.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on, man, you know
crazy,
it's
bro.
Cap.
Yeah.
Cappuccino, my boy. Cappuccino.
But, like, even if
Chino Jones, brother. Like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, just once I heard that, I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm taking my money
Good
to
games, yeah.
the sports book.
Nah, but you know, they just making it fun because there's no way they're going to try to wrestle.
But like,
You're just going to get more tired. And if you get the takedown, it's just, and then what?
And then what? Yeah.
Like, even when I fought Henry, I go, I broke the fight down. I even told him to his face on the podcast. I was like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, he's got a gold medal, but he won in like 1960.
A long time ago.
And then, and then when you look at it, it's like when he takes guys down in the fights, what does he do? It was like, all right, so he ain't got shit. So it's the same thing. If Corey takes him down, what's the actual goal or threat? If he starts punching, Merab gets up right away.
well, he's not gonna take him down. That's the first thing. That's impossible.
Nah, he might take him down, but nothing's gonna really happen with it.
If
He's
he
gonna
took
work
Merab
for
down,
that for nothing.
Merab would start laughing in the fight.
It would be funny.
He'd be like, ha ha ha,
What?
and then get right
Like,
back
wait,
up and
has-
beat his ass.
Has Merab actually been taken down in the UFC before?
Ricky Simone.
Ricky Simone, maybe?
Yeah, I feel like Ricky might have took him
Did
down.
Umar
Or
not take him
Stamen?
down? Once?
I think Umar got him down to his knee. It's technically, I think, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly, but if his hands touched the mat, which I think it did,
2
that
point.
counts as 2 points. Now 3 points. But he got right back up and then he put his hands up to the crowd and started laughing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what would happen, I think. It would it would just help his aura.
Yeah, he's aura maxing.
He's about to
Crazy,
Merab
bro.
can get taken down, and it'll give him aura points.
He's aura farming in this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Nah,
Imagine he subs him faster than me. That'd be
I just don't
crazy.
see how the fuck Corey does anything to Merab unless
My
he
hair looks
catches
like
him.
shit. Don't look at my hair.
I don't think.
Look at my hair.
I don't know, bro. Merab's striking's been looking crazy. I don't think.
Guys just be thinking about takedowns. They're just ready to defend and then they get clapped in the
Yeah.
face real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they try to strike, they're getting taken down
Mickey.
again.
Yeah, Mickey,
He's like,
Mickey,
stupid.
Doofy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the worst when Merab punches you and he points at you and he starts laughing. Like even when we were training in the garage, and then I forgot what I said. I said, "How about that?" And he was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Oh, here he goes, here we go." But it's always fun. It's always fun training, and the same way he treats training is the same way he fights. So, I think Corey does a couple of things really well. He's dynamic. He switches stances, which is not very common. Still a newer thing that people are starting to develop. He seems comfortable in both stances. He has good low kicks. And training with Ryan Hall has allowed him to feel comfortable going for that 50-50 guard, looking for leg locks and things like that. The leg entanglements, Will Smith. I mean, Jada. I mean, I'm sorry.
Chris Rock. I mean,
I love those guys. I just, you gotta make it. Yeah, it'll power on. So with that said, I do think those things make him dangerous. But the one thing that we have seen in the past with Corey Sandhagen is that he gets tired. The Umar fight, he started off amazing in the first round, and then you could see a significant drop off in his energy levels, the way he was moving his feet, how much he was moving his feet in rounds 2 to 3, and then of course from 4 to 5, he was just like didn't really have much, and he was just looking to roll the whole time.
Yeah, that was the point I was gonna bring up, man. Is that Corey does end up coasting, towards the later rounds. Like he starts fast. You saw with the Umar fight, but at a certain point, I don't know if he gets comfortable. Like Aljo said, he maybe gets tired. He starts to slow down. You know what I'm saying? His reaction time isn't there. He's not making those quick decisions as fast as he was. And look, bro, like you could talk all that about wrestling 25 minutes. Like Merab gets his hands on you. It's different, bro. Like you can't.
That construction grip.
That construction worker grip, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's different,
I was when he took me down and got, or at least when he shot it and got to my back, I just started laughing because I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
yeah.
gotta deal with this man's grip the whole time. I'm like, I don't want to go too crazy, but at the same time, I know he wants me to work so that he can work. But I'm just like, yo, these construction grips, you just can't. You can't.
It's crazy how strong his grip is. I don't know. It's just
That's
construction
the one
grip,
guy,
bro.
like, cause we know the techniques to like
Yeah.
fight hands, right? Someone gets on your back, you'll be doing the right thing with him, and still you're like,
Yeah, bro.
His
His
not
tendons,
going nowhere right
his
now,
tendons
man.
are different, bro. Carrying those cinder blocks.
Didn't you do construction?
Yeah, but I don't have that type of grip. He must have done it longer than me.
What
I
else
mean,
we
what do
got
you guys
here?
predict? What's your predictions for this?
I think second, third round latest submission, Merab.
Submission.
Yeah,
Submission.
I got Merab submission.
Submission.
Yeah,
Not ground and pound.
100%.
I'm going
No.
round 4 submission.
Round 4.
Yeah.
You think he'll work him a little bit?
Yeah, I think he'll get on his neck. I just don't think Corey is the guy who's gonna sit there and just let you pound on him. He showed some resiliency when he fought Yuri Alcantara, and he got stuck in an armbar triangle.
Yes.
He was getting battered.
Great
remember
fight.
that
And
fight.
he did not quit. And I respect the hell out
Yeah.
of anyone who could do that, especially Corey.
Yeah.
Finding like a silver lining and finding an opportunity is like, I'm not quitting. I don't care how much you punch me in the face. I'm willing to take it there. And he was able to get out, then put the beats on him with one arm because the other arm was fried from the arm bars. It was like damn near hyperextended. So with that said, I don't think it will be TKO. Maybe if he lands a really good shot on the feet, I think Merab has that ability, like we saw yesterday with that boy.
Yeah.
He landed that right handed.
Yeah.
And we all just looked at him. We were just all like,
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Poor guy.
he looked
bro.
at us and was like,
Yeah.
Okay. We've all been there.
we all did that. Yeah, so I think submission is more likely, especially the way Merab attacks the neck. And you guys saw him jumping on my neck like a fucking
man,
pit bull.
his-
He's
But
just,
I feel like I never would have predicted Merab submission until.
but he does it in a room.
Yeah, he does.
It's just nice that when he submitted O'Malley, now people understand that.
Is that like a
he's
newer thing since I
Nah.
haven't
Nah,
been around?
It's just he doesn't when he fights. He'll tell you. He said it in interviews. He rather fight safe to win. I rather fight smart and make sure I get the win versus taking the risk. But now that he's comfortable because he's gotten so much more in the sparring,
Like,
he's
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
I'm
Is that,
willing
is
to
that
try
a
it now.
newer development?
I
It's
think
like
I think John Wood
nasty-
helped him just
Yeah.
really get over that mental hurdle of we're going for the finish this time versus okay, let's be safe and just win the rounds. Hey, let's cook them, and then we get him in a position. We try to finish the fight, and I think that mindset he hit that switch in his head where now he's doing what he needs to do and he's getting it done.
Yeah, because I was shocked when he did that to O'Malley because like he doesn't really have submissions other than that, and now you're like everyone's predicting submission.
Yeah.
I
must
just
be-
don't. I don't. These guys who are predicting submission, they need to see what he's doing in the training room.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
Yeah.
You saw him training with Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse didn't just let him tap him out. He's not going there to maliciously like, oh, I'm trying to beat Merab, but he's not letting Merab just get to these positions and submit him. He's actually getting these submissions. And it's scary because it's like, dude, you're getting better.
Yeah.
You're getting better. You're 35.
Yeah.
How is this happening?
You know?
What's up, baby girl? My wifey to be in a couple of
Bring them
days.
in. Wow.
Where you going, shorty? She loves me.
More closest comic though.
Yeah, so I understand why people are betting for the submission. But if I'm a betting guy, I'm just betting for the win because you just never know. Like I said,
Yeah.
Sanhagen's a dog. I think he learned from our fight. I don't think he's not the strongest guy. Because when maybe I'm just really strong because I can't gauge it. I don't know what that looks like, right? Because I'm in my own body.
Yeah.
I know I'm pretty strong, but I don't know how to measure that, right? But Merab is pretty fucking strong too. So
I think that's gonna be another huge point, man. Like we talked about that construction worker strength when Merab gets his hands on Corey Sandhagen. I don't know if Corey Sandhagen really knows what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Because he stays strong for 25 minutes. It's not like he's just strong in round one. Like Corey's not gonna be able to keep that up, in my opinion. I just can't see that, man.
Yo,
I can't.
I'm saying this right now, even regardless if Merab wins this fight or not. Knock on wood. I think he's the greatest bantamweight of all time. In my personal opinion.
Wow.
He's on a 13-fight win streak. Yeah, I might have the most title defenses in the UFC, but he's on a 13-fight win streak. He's beaten 5 former champions, even if one of them was a repeat. Got in a finish in his last fight. And I don't think anyone has had a run the way he has. Yeah, there's Dominic Cruz. There's the run I had. There's the run TJ had. I believe TJ lost on his way to going to the title. I just don't think there's anyone who's done it the way that he's done it in the UFC. Mm-hmm. And even with Dominic Cruz's resume with the WEC, I think for this era, the talent is just so much better for people not to give him his flowers, which I think most people are giving him his flowers.
Yeah, they are now.
I've heard people saying this, like, because I read the comments. So I know people have been saying this for a while, that they think Merab is the GOAT. And honestly, I agree. Regardless if he gets a third title defense in a row or not, I think he is. And I think this win, this weekend, solidifies it. Which is, for me, like, coming from, like, how we were training in Long Island and then starting up the MMA classes and then us working together. Like, Merab was my main training guy after Al got hurt, right? Mm-hmm. So Merab ended up filling that void for me. Having a new training partner. You were just coming in, and you were commuting from Dumfar, from Staten Island. And I would show him stuff, and even though he wasn't doing it the correct way, he was still finding a way to do it his own way and still kind of a twist, but still getting the end result. And to seeing that growth with him understanding the technique and seeing some of the stuff that we worked on from the Umar fight, from the Yan fight, from all these other fights, and seeing a lot of the techniques that we worked on from being back at Longos to coming here to Long Island, seeing the information he's picked up from John Wood, and seeing how he's made his own craft and he understands his game and understands his style. Bro, it's like, for us to be part of that journey from the beginning, it's really nice to see. Yeah. And to see him having the success for me is just like, yo, damn, dog, that boy good. So I could not be nothing but happy for the guy. And I think it's an inspiration for all the guys in Long Island who grew up starting at the gym, and even from all his people in Georgia, and even for us, because we see the hard work that this motherfucker just puts in and day out. It's just, the guy's a dog. And I just don't, and I told him, even when he beat Umar, I said, this was your hardest fight to date. I don't think there's going to be a tougher challenge stylistically. And I think the only way that you lose is unless you beat yourself and you stop doing the things that you're doing. Mm-hmm. And I told him that straight after he won in the locker room. And I know his emotions are probably high for both of us. So I don't know if he remembers the whole conversation. But we went to, we were towards the side of the bathroom, and I told him, I was like, dude, I'm telling you, like, do you want to beat the record? You're going to beat the record. You want to set the record? You're going to set the record. I don't think no one's going to beat you for a long time because you have something that no one else really does. It's an intangible. And on top of the intangible, you have the physical gifts to do things that most men cannot do. Mm-hmm. And once you get tired, everything starts to go out the window. I don't care how talented of a striker you are. Everything starts to look like dog shit. And you go from being a black belt striker to a brown belt to a purple belt when you get more fatigued. And that's what Merab does. He just turns these guys who are elite into average Joe people over the course of 25 minutes. So hopefully with this, he gets another marquee win. And I think he's undeniable now, but I think that just removes all doubt and no one can say anything.
Mm-hmm. Especially with a finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is amazing to see, bro. That was a beautiful, speech, I guess you could say. But it was so true, bro. It
A
is.
little rant.
Yeah.
Coming from you too.
Yeah, but it's and me from like the, being in the group with you guys, but a little bit on the outside. It's been so amazing to see you two working together, helping each other, and you could tell both of you are proud of each other and really supportive of each other, and you could see the emotions behind everything. It's always been love, and it's a true brotherhood, bro. That's why I
Yeah.
posted it on my story. I think it was last night after you guys did a workout. You guys are just sitting there against the wall, tired together, like, and you told him it's, one more, here we go again. And it's really crazy to see, bro. And you're an inspiration to all of us. He's an inspiration, especially coming from Georgia and not speaking any English,
Wow.
getting his Uber license at the time, doing construction, like not knowing what he was going to do, losing the first two in the UFC, and then just only hard work, bro. And he says, like, I'm not the fastest, the strongest, the most talented. It's just hard work, man, and look where he's at. And like we said, he's been a champion in our hearts forever, so it's
I'm
nice
the
the
king
world
of
gets
the
to
world.
see. Yeah.
He should do a skit like that. After he wins, I'm the king of the world. That would be hilarious. I just got these skits in my head that just so fucking funny. And I appreciate that. Thank you. And I do think just us having those classes where we were able to actually bounce ideas off of each other, I would take tape from like fights that I would watch over the weekend and bring them in, especially guys like Kobe Covington, Khabib, just watching the techniques that these guys are using and bringing it in, and we getting to drill it, and having an understanding of how grappling and wrestling works, and being able to share that with everybody. I think that was also beneficial to the growth for all of us. I really did enjoy and love what we had in New York. That whole team camaraderie and the rah-rah, like that was so
special.
fun, man. It was a special moment, special time. Hoping we could build that here in Vegas. Obviously, we got a great support system here. We're good teammates. Hopefully, Dennis moves here too. We got Pumi in the house. Jake needs to move and stop bullshitting over there in New York.
Stop bullshit.
It's like nah, but
That's funny.
For the record, it's been 4 years they've been asking me to move out here.
yeah, but life's good. I guess for me, the main thing that I enjoy is seeing seeing the homies make bread, bro.
Yeah.
Seeing the homies cash out, like.
Now your Merab is
We come
money.
from no
They call-
bread, bro.
They call money Merab now.
Yeah, bro. My man's different now.
Yeah.
But he's still the only guy who's gonna wear a suit with his sponsorship shirts underneath the suit, the blazer top. So
Yeah.
that just goes to show the type of guy he is, man. It's cool, man. So again, I think Merab 4th round submission. I think we all got Merab, guys. So I don't think
There's no question there, yeah.
Yeah.
Jake,
don't bet 4th round submission. Just bet him to win.
I started this. I said I don't see what Corey can do to Merab. Yuri versus Roundtree is the.
Ooh.
Fireworks.
So all right,
Sick
here's my question I
Fireworks.
wrote down for this. Yuri looked like a little bit more mature of a fighter in his last fight. Like he wasn't.
Who did he fight again?
Jamal, but he like had,
Yuri?
he had a more
Yeah.
calculated
That
approach.
was his last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Jamal fought before him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he fought.
He fought Khalil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Khalil.
So Yuri had he had the more calculated approach. He wasn't super. It looked like a little more mature. Do you think he'll carry that into this fight, and will it matter?
Definitely matters.
Will that give him the ability to beat Khalil?
I think the difference with Khalil versus in comparison to Yuri is Yuri can find a lot of Khalils. Khalil can't find a lot of Yuris for the training
So
looks.
true, yeah.
And I think that's the big question mark.
That's what John Wood was even saying, man. He was like, that's kind of a hard style to get ready for, a hard person to get ready for. You can't just find sparring partners to mimic Yuri. I don't even think Yuri knows what he's gonna throw.
Yeah.
next. Like, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna find someone who does that?
I'm coming.
Like,
Imagine what you showed me. I'm coming.
Oh, just the memes that pop into my head.
I'm coming. She's like, what? What's happening?
I'm coming.
When it's like when you don't bust for 2 weeks.
Yeah, John. I think John Wood hit it on the head, man. But you just got to be as prepared as you can be. I think they need to be prepared for a 3-round war. It's gonna be 3 rounds, right? I don't think they're gonna do 3, 5, 25-minute fights. That'd be
It's
crazy.
3 rounds, yeah.
So I think that favors Khalil where he could kind of empty the gas tank a little bit earlier on. I just wonder if he's going to use that same slower, methodical approach that he used against Jamal Hill, chopping down the legs, because he doesn't have 25 minutes to work. And I think Yuri's one of those guys who's kind of just in your face and bringing the fight to you. So that's what I'm curious about. Or will he take the step back and use that more educated approach and be a little, it's not timid. Timid is not the word. More calculated. Or will he have that more reckless? Because he said that, like, him and his coaches, they talked about him being more technical and trying to do these things, and then he gets in there and he just kind of it's just hard. He said it's just hard for him. So definitely fascinated with this fight. I think me being such a fan of the sport and a fan of both of these guys, I'm curious to see how this shit plays out. I can't call it. For me, it feels like a coin flip.
This is gonna be fight of the night for sure.
I just wonder, like,
You think so?
How could it not be, bro?
Yeah,
unless
this
it's
is
like
sick.
Unless it's an early finish,
it's
There are there's a lot of bangers on this card, though.
Yeah.
dude.
It's a good card.
No, it is, but I mean, Pereira versus Ankalaev could be too. Fuck. But yeah, these two are fucking maniacs.
Yeah,
They're
they're
just
two
fucking
killers, bro.
lunatics, bro.
Yeah. I just wonder.
Both of them, and like the way they both fight is like for fight of the night. I feel like.
The only thing I'm worried about is Khalil going into that firefight with Pereira.
That's what I'm saying.
Will he mentally be willing to go there again? And you have to make that conscious decision before you step into that octagon. Like, I'm willing to go to the depths of hell again.
But that was a lot of damage.
That was a lot of damage he took. He had to get his
unreal.
nose fixed.
But wait, is that the same mindset you need for Yuri?
Why not? That guy,
Yeah.
that guy fights. It's just chaos when that guy.
Yeah,
fights.
but I feel like.
You're gonna get hurt when you fight Yuri. A lot.
But it's not. I mean, he's not Pereira.
Pereira's like, I'm gonna knock you out. Yuri's just
And like to knock
damage.
out Pereira is like impossible. But Yuri gets knocked out.
He's been knocked out.
Yeah. He's
But
been-
by who? Only
By
by
who?
Pereira.
Yeah.
But
So when you say
recently-
that, who's he only been knocked out by? Pereira.
That's it.
Who did Pereira beat? He also beat Khalil.
I mean, okay, he knocked him out twice recently. So
then when you look at it like that, my thing is, I just know from experience when you get into, like, I got into that firefight with Pedro Munoz and I was like, yeah, that was fun. I just don't know if I really want to do that again. That's not like high on my totem pole list.
Right.
Like, I want to get into a bang out
You had a
firefight.
couple fights, bro, where you were like on crutches after, bro.
Bro,
That
it's
was
not
just
fun,
exchanging
dog.
kicks,
You start to
man.
contemplate, like, yeah, I'm going to fight a little different these days.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know if Khalil's approach is going to be something similar. But then if Yuri starts to put the pressure on him, he's going to have to make that decision. Like, I'm willing to go there. And that's the only part that, for me, hopefully they talked about that, him and John Wood and his I forget the coach's name over in England, who's out here now with him. He's going to be cornering the big guy. But that's what I would say. It's the main question mark for me going into that fight for him. Because I think Yuri is just psychotic, and he's willing to go there anytime.
He'll die anytime. Yeah.
Yeah. Just stare down with him and Poatan. That what was it, the first or the second time? It was just
First.
cold with the
Yeah,
bald head.
yeah.
Bro, like,
And it was just, I'm like, yo, this is giving me chills,
Yeah.
bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck? It's like Vegeta and Goku.
we were all in that bar in Manhattan for that one. I remember watching that. I don't think you were there, but us three.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing it on that big screen, the stare down.
where? Whoop.
It was
I forget, but
Steam. That was when you, Steam, and Nas were all fighting on MSG.
That was their first fight.
And then there was this watch party that you were at. You were
I
getting paid
was
to be
there. I was there though.
No, but you came later, or I remember I was watching with you and you.
That might have been a different card.
No, it was this. It was when Yuri fought Pereira at MSG.
Because I had to be in the back room with these guys when Nas blast doubled me off my feet without any warning. We're warming up. This
No,
guy
but
just hit the
by that
classic
thing.
Nas blast
Nah.
double.
But by the time Nas and Dennis fought, you were able to come back out to the party.
But there was Steam also.
But you weren't cornering Steam.
No, but I was there for Dennis.
That was the
but-
first fight.
Yeah, but
He's saying you cornered him for the prelim
after
by the
Nas,
time the main
but
card.
yeah,
hit,
then you came
were
and watched the
chilling.
main event at the bar with us.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Whatever. I just remember watching it with you guys. It was
Yeah, that shit was cold.
on a big ass on a screen the size of this wall. Like, it was crazy.
Good times.
Wait, so
So-
who do you think wins it?
Damn.
My only thing is, like, Because after, you know how it is, bro. You go to war, you leave a piece of you in that octagon.
100%.
You know, like Gustafsson and Jones. After that first war they had, Gus wasn't the same.
Yeah. Even Jones, I don't think he was the same.
Yeah. So, and then I was thinking about it, and then, like, I wonder if that had an effect on Khalil's performance against Jamal. I don't know if it was the 5 round, maybe preserving his cardio, or if it was that leaving a piece out. You don't have that killer instinct in you. I don't want to say that, but you know, you don't have something in you anymore.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know they're probably gonna take it the wrong way. He did technically shut down Jamal Hill. No one can make any like statement against that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as offensive as we probably thought he was going to be,
Right.
especially after he hurt him a couple of times.
Right, exactly.
Knowing he had him on one leg, but he still respected that Jamal has that punch, that knockout power where if he connects, it could be lights out just like that, you know? So, yeah, I think you're right. I think there's always that factor and that point that you have to keep in the back of your mind. So that's why I'm curious to see if what Khalil's approach is going to be for this one.
Yeah.
Because I think if he tries to be docile and more like calculated, I think if Yuri comes with the reckless abandon, especially knowing that he's losing, he's going to go crazy and just go for it. And Khalil has to be ready for that, which he has the power to knock anybody the fuck out.
Absolutely.
And especially that oblique kick. Ooh.
Nah, yeah. That stomping joint, nah.
Yeah, I don't know if you could time Yuri though. 'Cause Yuri's
Yeah,
just
those-
all over the place.
yeah.
You fight,
Yo,
you step in with that and you miss.
That should be illegal. Like, that's not fair, bro.
So what's your prediction?
Fuck.
I'm leaning Yuri, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I think Yuri.
I gotta go Khalil.
Wait, Yuri, how?
Just Yuri, bro.
Just Yuri. Yuri by Yuri.
Yuri,
Yuri by Yuri. I'm going Khalil, bro. I think he's gonna fight smart enough to. I think with Yuri, we know he's got one path to victory, that knockout. I think with Khalil, not only can he knock out Yuri, but if he wants to point fight and just win, he also has that in his bag too. So I'm going Khalil.
Yeah. I think I'm picking Khalil more out of loyalty than anything. I still think he has the ability. Fuck, man, this is a tough fight.
It's a coin flip, yeah.
It's just really one of those. But I'm pulling for Yuri in this one, so not Yuri. I'm pulling for Khalil in this one, so I'm going with Khalil.
By decision finish.
I'm just going with
Just
Khalil.
going Khalil.
Yeah.
Jake.
Illegal knee. I'm going by
think-
Khalil.
I feel like Khalil, he's the smarter fighter, and he's just as dangerous as Yuri. So I just feel like the odds favor him. But like Yuri could always get it done.
Yeah.
But I just always like if they're both going to be striking, I think Khalil's the better striker.
You just gotta stay
more
out of the
technical.
chaos.
Or
man.
he's just can do whatever. He has like more mastery over the whole thing. I feel like he could do whatever he wants.
Bro, that fight is so chaotic.
But,
Yeah,
like,
I'm so excited for
But
it.
that's
nah,
the thing. Like
it's a
Yuri,
gangster
when he
fight.
creates chaos, he comes out on top. Like that Dominic Reyes with the
Yeah.
with the
elbow to the spinning elbow, yeah.
Nah, bro, like
Oh man.
crazy. So, like, come on, bro. So I don't know, man. He's got to stay out of it. He's got to
Yeah.
avoid the chaos as much as possible. Khalil.
I'm like 55 Khalil, 45 Yuri. Those are like how I divide it, odds wise.
All right.
What do you think about Israel? No, I'm kidding.
The real questions that people want to know.
You guys never like done it with a lady that was like pregnant before, right?
I never have.
But would you?
But would you?
Would I? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, if it was my wife.
No. This is not your wife.
I kind of can't.
I'm sorry, young fella.
This is so
Hope there's no dents in your head.
Is that even like physically possible? Though?
What do you mean?
Like for the dick to hit the baby's head?
If you got one of these, bro. Jake looked down. He looked down. He looked down.
Jake was like, I don't know if I got one.
I know I don't.
Yo, Python.
I'm Jewish, not Jamaican. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
That's, I don't know. That was just so random. let's not do this. Let's not do this. That was the third fight, right? There's two
Yeah.
more, right?
Yeah, fuck. You want to do them all?
We don't have to do them all. We could do quick picks for them.
Do rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Blood fire.
All right, Josh Emmett, Yusuf Zalal.
Ooh. Footwork versus the raw power.
I'm going Yusuf Zalal, baby.
How?
I don't even know if it matters. I'm just going Yusuf. I think he's got more tools in his bag. I think Emmett's, don't get me wrong, he's really great. Might be in the best shape of his life, but overhand left hook.
TJ protocol.
Yeah. Get out of here, bro.
He said he's in the best shape of his life, training with TJ.
That's what he said.
He
His
did
cardio?
say he's never been in better shape since hanging out with TJ Dillashaw a little more. So
I don't think that was ever his problem, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Not his power nor his conditioning, right?
Yeah,
I don't think his
I
conditioning.
never think his condition has been an issue. At least it doesn't look like that from the
Yeah.
outside looking in. Maybe he feels different, but from the outside looking in, it's never looked like a problem.
I think Zalal decision. I think he's just gonna pick him apart and move.
Damn.
what we got?
Oh, I got to pick.
It's on you now.
Yeah. Fuck. I feel like smart money says Yusuf, just based on the frustrations that Emmett had with his fight with Lerone Murphy, with the guy who has good footwork. Yusuf has really good footwork. And if they haven't worked on trapping and cutting off the cage and then looking for a shot that matters, I think Yusuf kind of runs away with it. I'm not saying there won't be any adversities or some aha moments where it's like, oh, maybe he's going to get him. But I think overall, if he can't land a shot that's meaningful while Yusuf is utilizing his footwork and those long jabs, and he's actually not bad of a grappler. When he gets on your back, he's pretty freaking good. And he's learned how to use his reach, and he's kind of, as he tells me, Aljo, I'm not a little boy anymore, Aljo.
Bro, his
I'm not a little boy anymore.
voice is hilarious.
I'm on your ass, Aljo. I'm on your ass.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, bro, chill, bro. Chill.
I didn't know how
Pause.
much like trash he could talk
Bro.
until we were at the training room with
He
him.
is one of the most annoying guys
I'm like,
talks
dog.
trash in the training room.
I'm moving around with the guy. I'm like, this motherfucker not.
He's like,
Why
oh,
don't stop talking?
oh,
Like,
oh, just jack, oh, calf kick, oh. He's funny as hell, though. I'm like,
yeah, he's a funny
I'm like,
dude.
yeah, I want to get my hands in so bad.
Abus Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer.
So this fight, I don't know much about Abus.
Okay.
Other than that fight he took with Sean Strickland. He got teeped to death.
He
And
beat Pereira.
Michelle Pereira.
Yeah. And he beat Fajeda. I don't know.
he's one of the newer guys.
Bruno
Both.
Fajeda. And then he beat, who's this guy? Warley Alves.
Okay,
No,
Worley's a
that's
very good
win.
guillotine guy, though.
And then Barhalo beat him. And then before that, Strickland beat him. So, but he's on a...
What was his last win again?
3-fight win streak against Michelle Pereira.
Okay.
That's a pretty big one.
I feel like Pyfer, man.
Yeah, I got Pyfer
I
for
got
sure.
Pipe for sure.
They're doing a good job over there. That team in Philly. Dean Thomas goes out there. He works with those guys, and I think they just have a really good system. And I think he learned a lot from that Jack Hermanson fight. And I think he said there was some reasonings behind it of how he felt or whatnot. I mean, you can only believe so much and you can only go by what people tell you, right? So, I know more about Pyfer than I do about Boost. And for me, if I'm a betting man, I'm going by what I actually know. And I think Pyfer is a little bit more proven in his past few performances. And I watched these fights, but I can't remember anything that was like super standoutish other than the Strickland fight where he was kind of getting walked down and teeped.
Yeah. It got finished.
Did he get finished by
him.
Strickland?
Yeah, Strickland finished him.
Yeah.
Oh, then you gotta go Pipe.
Damn.
I do got Pyfer by finish, though, by KO.
Like KO.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pipe, bro. Come
We
on.
put in.
By KO?
We going for body bags.
Body bags, bro.
Zip it
America,
up.
baby.
Zip it up.
Joey body bags.
Turn the body cam off. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Body cam off, Pipe.
Yo.
But yo, not for nothing though. I'm gonna give him a quick shout out after because we both fought on Contender the second time I fought.
Beat Joe Pyfer.
B. Joe Pyfer episode.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah, that was I was in the seat like, whoa, what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on? And then, but then I saw the interview he did after at the desk, and he said like, "Yo, I know Dana went crazy, but he's like, I gotta be honest. He's like, the kid Dennis Bazooka deserved the contract. Like, he's a great fighter. We fought on the regional scene, so he took his moment to show love to me. So that's the bro.
Yeah.
So
That's
quick
fire.
shout out to him. Yeah,
East Coast love, baby.
yeah, he's a
That's
G.
what's up.
I
People
think that's
don't
pretty
just-
much
people
it.
don't
I
just do
mean,
that.
Farad's fighting
Yo, the Bosch Rob fight is
versus Chris Gutierrez.
that's a good fight, man.
There's a lot of good fights on this card.
Yeah, this card's stacked. Patchy's fighting.
He's fighting a new guy, right?
Patchy's
Yeah.
He's got a tough fight
Patchy's
too,
fighting on
man.
the early prelims.
Yeah.
That kid from KSW is
Dude.
not no slump, man. He's nasty.
I kind of feel for Patrick because like imagine coming from where you came from, being a couple time defending champ, and then you have your UFC debut finally. It goes the way that it goes. I know he had to cut a ton of weight, but he had a lot of time to do it, so I can't really give that too much. I don't want to say respect, but what's the word? I can't put too much stock in that. And I felt like he there was a lot of talk from him and his side, mostly him, that I was seeing, and then his debut goes the way that it goes against a really tough dude in Mario Batista, and I think people don't really realize how good Batista actually is, and I don't think he realized how good Batista actually is, but I know if Patchy gets you down and gets on your back, he's a motherfucker. That guy is really good there.
A real problem.
And if you shoot in, you take a bad shot, he's a motherfucker there too with his guillotines. Put Magomedov to sleep, Tiger. But with that said, going from there, losing, and then now having to fight a debut guy, it's like, it's just crazy how your fortunes could just severely change. And even a win with this, right? Where does that put him?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he gets a dominant win, like say he gets a finish in the first round, that's huge.
He's a heavy favorite too.
Patchy?
Heavy.
Patchy,
Minus 300.
Wow.
Patchy, wow.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts going into this for him. Is just like, where do you go from here? So hopefully they have like some type of roadmap of how he could get back into that top 15, top 10, top 5 conversation, because you go from losing to a stud like Mario, and then now you're in this position where it's like you got to get the people to give a fuck again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So this is big for him because he needs to get this. This is almost do or die. It's almost like Kai Asakura.
Yeah.
One of those situations where he gets a win here, it could put him back into the good graces of the fans. Because again, you can't go in when your debut talking the way that he did and then having a performance the way that he did. And of course, it could have been the weight cut. It could have been multiple things. Could have been the UFC jitters, as people say. But it's just one of those things where he has to put his money where his mouth is now. You know, so that's still the homie. I didn't really like the whole thing with him and Merab because they've shared so many rounds together. I think they should have kind of left it like, we'll see what happens after this fight, right? You could have taken that approach, but I think he really wanted to assert himself and make that noise, that if he wins, that he is the next guy in line kind of a thing, because there's no real contenders.
Mm-hmm.
So I get his stance on that and him trying to prop himself up. So respecting him for that, but sometimes that shit comes back and bites you in the ass, and that's just the way this game goes. So this is, you said he's a tough guy. I've never seen this guy fight his opponent.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing what both these guys can do in this one.
Yeah, man. You know, don't get me wrong. Like KSW is not an easy promotion to fight for. You know,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of places where you can go and pad your record, but places like Octagon, right? Like where that guy Kita came from. Like you're gonna fight tough kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Even Cage Warriors, you're probably gonna fight a tough guy. Like KSW is another promotion, man. Like there's no slouches over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for this fight too, Apache, you talking about his situation, man. Like this is a tough fight early on the prelims. Like this kid's no slouch. So you know, we'll see if he can get the job done and kind of keep his stock at a certain level. But I feel like you were saying, man, this is kind of do or die for this guy. And you know, this isn't a gimme fight. You know, it's a guy making his debut, but this is probably one of the tougher debut fights he could possibly take. You know, in his whole UFC career. You know.
Yeah. And I guess on that note, mic drop.
Oof.
Guys, let us know your main picks for this card in the comments. Drop them below.
Viva Merab.
Do you think we're crazy? Did we get some of them right? What do you guys think? We're just the Joes. We are no pros.
We never fought before, bro.
I've
That was fun.